Hello, today is Friday, December 2nd, 2016, and welcome to the news I'm going to bring you from the internet. I'm a little bit excited today because I started this off at the beginning of the week and naturally go through your trial and errors and looks unprofessional, but I added a new segment that I think you'll enjoy. It should be coming up in a few minutes. But anyways, let's get to the top news of the day. First things first, the Wisconsin recount has been going on for a while now, and so far the net results have shown Hillary has gained one vote. Anyone with a lick of common sense knows this is a waste of time, but there is a reason why they're doing it, and this next news clip I got from Tucker Carlson will explain what the real reason is behind this recount. So sit back and enjoy.
Sean Duffy. Congressman, thanks a lot for coming on tonight. So the obvious question that no one appears to be asking is, could this affect the outcome? I mean, do you think this, I'm not really certain as the purpose of this recount, but you've got to think on some level the people behind it suspect they could overturn the election results. Is that possible?
Well, they have to draw an inside straight. So they can actually thwart the will of the Wisconsin voter and prohibit our electors to go to cast their votes on December 19th. That is possible. But if you take out Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes, you actually need to get to Michigan and Pennsylvania as well and get them to disallow their votes as well to get Donald Trump below 270 votes.
Right.
But what the trouble, Tucker, is that we only have one county that's hand counting the votes. That's Dane County, which is the home of Madison. It's
Yes.
the progressive liberal communist community of Madison. And they're taking as long as they can. The Stein and Hillary folks that are on the ground are taking as much time contesting ballots, slow walking as much as they can, so we can't get these votes certified. And if that doesn't happen, to think that the state of Wisconsin, who voted for Trump, the first time for a Republican since 1984, that our 10 electors will be disenfranchised for our state is a sad state of affairs for these Democrats who don't believe in democracy and freedom and free elections. They want to use politics to undermine the will of the voter.
Well,
Another big news story of the day is CNN, before going on air doing a Donald Trump segment, they were making a joke about his plane crashing, and the internet was pretty much in an uproar over that, especially the bias CNN has towards Donald Trump. But I do have that short clip for you, so here it is.
So he's landing any minute.
Good.
Well, if I do this, it means he's landing.
Okay.
That means his plane's crashed. No.
I like that. Nobody's killed, just injured.
And now we get down to what I talked about earlier. This is the new segment of my program where I'm going to be giving you stories from around the world in a kind of an entertaining fashion, I hope. So I won't waste no more time and show it to you. Here it is. A grandmother is horrified to find the mummified body of her own grandson in her attic 2 years after he went missing. Daquan Rogers went missing on November 1st, 2014 when he was just 21. 2 years later, grandmother Zenobia Richmond heard a bang in the attic. She went up to investigate and discovered a badly decomposed body. His final Facebook post before he disappeared suggested he was unhappy. Police are now confident it is Daquan and that he did commit suicide. Donald Trump is promising a quick blitz of new cabinet appointments, and you'll be seeing all of them almost next week. Donald Trump says he will announce a long list of cabinet picks next week. He still has to fill the top slots at the State, Interior, Agriculture, Housing, Labor, and Urban Development, Energy, Veterans Affairs, and Homeland Security. Kellyanne Conway said Mitt Romney, Bob Corker, Rudy Giuliani, and Dave Petraeus are in the mix to lead the State Department. Trump says he has in mind people of great distinction and great success, which is what you need. Kellyanne Conway suggests that Hillary Clinton might not be off the hook after all regarding her classified emails. Kellyanne Conway, the president-elect's campaign manager, suggested all options are still on the table. There will be officials who are in charge of such things in the Trump administration who may look at that again. Conway emphasized that Trump has moved on and has no desire to see Hillary Clinton prosecuted. But the Department of Justice, the different committees, and the FBI perhaps may have a different viewpoint on that matter. Now for something a little bit different, a little bit of rock news. Megadeth's David Ellefson and Anthrax' Frank Bello have announced that they have hit the recording studio to make a new album. The Grateful Dead offshoot Dead & Company confirmed that they will be hitting the road next year for a spring and early summer tour. And finally, a collection of 29 guitars owned and used by Eric Clapton are up for sale. Nashville's Grun Guitars in Tennessee are offering a variety of vintage and modern guitars. Now comes to my favorite part of the day, the strange and funny videos you find on the internet. This one over here, probably more of a news, but it's something you do want to see. A drunk driver was given 13 years for a hit and run on the policeman, which was recorded on his camera. So I've got that clip for you. I'll show it to you once in regular speed, and I will slow it down for you. And on this next news clip, it shows that stupidity has no bounds. Watch as a teenage boy hangs from the side of a cruise ship.
Oh, bro. Hey, you good?
Well, that's the news for the day, and as I go on with this series, I hope to get better at it every time. So anyways, enjoy your weekend and be safe.
Oh, you and your girls give me a pain in the neck. Well, me and her's gonna get married someday.